I'm going to read One Eye, Two Eyes, and Three Eyes Girls. By the way, this is my first time doing Reading Rainbow, and this series, this series is based on Reading Rainbow. It's just that it's more of me reading and then exploring, but it's also, I think it's more like online, story online. Have you heard of it? It's a good website. I like it. But the reason why I'm making this video, because this is has to be like the most TikTok review video I did. And a ton of people really like it. And also people comment my videos. They even like curious about what story it is because it wasn't that known. But also, do you know that the Grimm fairy tale actually write this story? And so I'm honored to read this book because one, is very special, and two, it is very interesting with the lesson. But I don't know, I do prefer a Cinderella than One Eye and Two Eyes and Three Eyes Girls because Cinderella have a better messaging and better story than the other story I'm reading. So that gets to it. Excuse me for my stomach growling because I need to eat some dinner with salmon and sardines. I know that people don't like sardines, but I eat it anyway. One eye, two eyes, and three eyes. There was once a woman who had three daughters, the eldest of who was called One Eye because she had only one eye in the middle of her forehead, and the second two eyes because she has two eyes like other folks, and the youngest three eyes because she had three eyes, and her third eye was also in the center of her forehead. However, as two eyes saw just as other human being did, her sister and her mother could not change her. She couldn't deduce her what? I'm trying to say it. Her, they said to her, "You with your two eyes are no better than the common people. You do not belong to us." They pushed her about and threw old clothes to her and gave her nothing to eat but what they left, and did everything that could make her unhappy. For my thoughts, is that why the Hungarian version did not show it to us. Like, literally, the Grimm fairy tale shows a lot how the three eyes is the older, while the one eye supposed to be the youngest, and then the two eyes supposed to be the youngest. And I did not like that change at all with the Hungarian version. They made the two eyes girl the youngest, and it's like that's a bad messaging. How will you get the male child to be the main character? Like, I get so tired of it. And also, I watch the YouTube video, and oh boy, I see so much not good comments about it. The most comment I hear is that they did not like the three eyes and the one eye getting treated pretty badly because they couldn't get a husband, while two eyes girl get a husband. And also, the worst part and the creepiest part of all, they had the youngest having babies and think it's okay. No, it's not. It's never okay. I understand they're much mature than the oldest, but I don't give a crap. It's so creepy. I felt creep out. Like, that's creepy. How about you have like the one eye girl like being the oldest? You know, having a husband that looked just like her. It's messed up, but it I first that, okay? The oldest be first and the youngest be third, okay? Anyway, back to the video. Okay, I found one. It come to pass that two eyes had to go out into the field and tend the goat, but she was still quietly hungry because her sister had given her so little to eat. So she sat down on a rib and began to weep, and so bitterly that tears seemed rain down from her eyes. And once when she looked up in her grief, a woman was standing beside her who said, "Why are you weeping?" little Two Eyes. And Two Eyes answered, have I not reason to weep when I have two eyes like other people, and my sister and my mother hate me for it, and push me from one corner to another, throw old clothes to me, and give me nothing to eat but the scrap they leave. Today they have given me so little that I am still quite hungry. Still the wise woman said, wipe away your tears, Two Eyes, and I will tell you something to stop your ever suffering from hunger. Again, just say to your goats, bleed, my little goat, bleed, cover the table with something to eat. And then clean, well spread, a little table was stand before you, with the most delicious food upon it, of which you may eat as much as you're declared for. And when you have enough and have no more need of the little table, just say, Pete, Pete, my little goat, I pray, and take the table quite away, and then it will vanish again from your sight. Hereupon the wise woman departed, but Two Eyes thought, I must insist, make a trial, and see if when she said, is it true? True, for I am far too hungry. And she said, bling, my little goat, bling, cover the table with something to eat. Okay. And the scarab had she spoken. The words in the little table, covered with white cloth, was standing there, and on it was a plate with a knife and fork, and a silver spoon, and the most delicious food was there also, warm and smoky, as if it had just come out of the kitchen, or the oven, you can call it. Then Two Eyes said the shortest prayer she knew, Lord God, be our guest forever, amen, and helped herself to some food, and enjoy it. And when she was satisfied, she said, as a wise woman had taught her, bleed, bleed, my little girl, I pray, and take the table quite away. Wow. And immediately the little table and everything on it was gone again. That is the delightful way for keeping house, thought Two Eyes, and was quite glad and happy. In the evening, when she went home with her goat, she found a small earthenware dish with some food which her sister had set ready for her, but she did not touch it. Next day she again went out with her goat, and left a few bits of broken bread which had been handed to her, lying untouched. I meant untouched. The first and second time that she did this, her sister did not notice it at all, about as it happened every time they did deserving? I think so, and said, there is something wrong about Two Eyes. She always leave her food untested, and she used to eat up everything that was given her. She must have discovered other way of getting food. In order that they might learn the truth, they resolved to send One Eye with Two Eyes when she went to drive her goat to pass up to deserve with Two Eyes did when she was there, and where everyone brought her everything to eat and drink. So when Two Eyes set out the next time, One Eye went to her and said, I will go with you to the pasture and see that the goat is well taken care of, and drive where there is food. But Two Eyes knew what was in One Eye's mind, and drove the goat into high grass, and said, come, One Eye, we will sit down, and will sing something to you. One Eye sat down and was tried with the I'm trying to read walk in the heat of the sun, and Two Eyes sing sincerely. One Eye, are you walking? One Eye, are you sleeping? Okay, next one. Until One Eye shut her one eye and fell asleep. And as soon Two Eyes saw that One Eye was fast asleep, and she could discover nothing, she said. Okay, next one. I gotta say the phrase now. Bleed, bleed, my little goat, I pray, and take the table quite away. I meant to say, bleed, my little goat, bleed, cover the table with something to eat. and seated herself at her table and ate and drank until she was satisfied. And then she again cried, "Bleep, bleep, my little girl, I pray, and take the table quite away." I meant to say that. Okay. And instantly all had vanished. Two Eyes now awakened, One Eye, and said, "One Eye, you want to take care of the goat and go to sleep while you are doing it. But in the meantime, the goat might run away, run all over the world. Come, let us go home again." So they went home again and again. Two Eyes let her a little dish stand untouched, and One Eye could not tell her mother why she would not eat it. And to excuse herself said, I fell asleep when I was out." Next day the mother said to Three Eyes, "This time you shall go. Observe if Two Eyes eat anything when she out, and if anyone fetch her food and drink, for she must eat and drink in secret." So Three Eyes went to Two Eyes and said, "I will go with you and see if the goat is taken properly care of and dry where there is food." But Two Eyes knew what was Three Eyes' mind and drove the goat into high glass and said, "We will sit down, and I will sing something to you, Three Eyes." Three Eyes sat down and was tried with the walk and with the heat of the sun, and the Two Eyes began the same song as before and sing, "Three Eyes, are you walking?" But then instead of singing, "Three Eyes, are you sleeping?" as she vowed to have done, she softly sing, "Two Eyes, are you sleeping?" and sing all the time, "Three Eyes, are you walking? Two Eyes, are you sleeping?" And then two of the eyes which Three Eyes have shut and fell asleep, but the third eye, it had not been named in the song, did not sleep. It is true that the Three Eyes shut it, but only in her charming to pretend it was asleep too. But it blinked and could see everything very well, and when the Two Eyes thought that the Three Eyes would fall asleep, she used her little charm, "Blink, blink, my little goat, blink, cover the table with something to eat," and ate and drank as much as her heart desired, and then ordered the table to go away again. "Blink, blink, my little goat, I pray, and take the table quite away." And the Three Eyes had seen everything. Okay, sorry. Then Two Eyes came to her, walked her, and said, "Have you been asleep, Three Eyes? You keep watch very well. Come, we will go home." And when they got home, Two Eyes again did not eat. And Three Eyes said to the mother, "Now I know why that Huxley things dare not eat. When she is out," she said to the goat, "Bling, my little goat, bling, cover the table with something to eat." And then the little table appeared before her, covered with the best of the food, much better than any we have here. And when she had eaten all she wanted, she said, "Bling, bling, my little goat, I pray, and take the table quite away." And all disappeared, and I watched everything closely. She put two of my eyes to sleep by means of my charm, but luckily the one in my forehead kept awake. Then the envy mother cried, "Do you want the fate better than we do? This eyes shall pass from you." And she fetched a butcher knife and thrust it into the heart of the goat, which fell down dead. Oh, okay. But Two Eyes saw that she went out full of sadness, seated herself on a ridge of glass and the edge of the field, and weep bitterly tears. And suddenly the wise woman once more stood by her side and said, "Two Eyes, why are you weeping?" Okay, give me a minute. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then said to the Two Eyes, "Why are you weeping?" "Have I not reason to weep?" she answered. "The goat which covered the table for me every day when I spoke in your charm had been killed by my mother, and now I shall again have to bear the hunger and the want." The wise woman said, Two Eyes, I will give you a piece of the good advice. Ask your sister to give you the in change of the slaughtered goat and bury them in the ground in front of the house, and your fortune will be made. Then the she vanished, and the two-eyed went home and said to her sister, Dear sister, do you give me some part of my goat? And I don't wish for what is good, but I give me the church I meant. Then they laughed and said, If that's all you want, you can have it. So Two Eyes took the chairs and buried them quite quietly and evenly in the even in front of the house door, as the wise woman had desired her to do. Next morning, when they all awake and went to the house door, there stood a strangely magic magical not magical magnificent tree with leaves of silver and fruit of gold handle among them, so that in all the wide world they were nothing more beautiful or precious. They did not know how the tree could have become there during the night, but Two Eyes saw that it had grown up out of the cheer of the goat, for it was staying on the spot when she had buried them. Then the mother said to One Eye, Climb up, my child, and gather some of the fruit of the tree for us. And One Eye climbed up, but when she was about to get held the one of the golden apple, the branch escaped from her hand, and that happened each time, so that she could not pluck a single apple. Let her do that what she might. Then she said to Mother, Free Eyes, you climb up. Free Eyes, you climb up. You with your free eyes and can look about you better than One Eye. One Eye slightly down, and Free Eye climb up, and Free Eye was not more skillful and might try as she would, but the golden apple tree slapped her in the face. Always escape her, and the mother grew impatient and climbed up herself, and could not hold a fruit no better than One Eye and Free Eyes, for she always clumsily in the air. Then said Two Eyes, Let me go up, but perhaps I may see better. The sister cried, You indeed, with your two eyes, what can you do? But Two Eyes climbed up, and the golden apple did not avoid her, but came into her hands of their record, so that she could pluck them one after the other, and brought a whole almond full down with her. The mother took them away from her, instead of treating poor Two Eyes any better for this. She and the One Eye and the Free Eyes were only envied because Two Eyes alone had been able to get fruits, and they treated her still more cruelly. Man, I slap these One Eyes and Free Eyes. They're the evil one in the book than the show.